Hey everybody, I'm back. I trying to get my life together. Let's see. I guess I need to move over here. All right, yeah. So I came on here to talk to you guys about Kenya Moore and her alleged firing, whatnot. Let's see, what does my shirt say? Lazy is very I didn't even think about this. It says lazy is a very strong word. I prefer to call it selective participation. Participation. Yeah, that's funny. Anyways, this is my husband's shirt, so I listen, wasn't feeling the greatest today. I've been stuck in between really exhausted and tired and can't fall asleep. Just all day, been kind of laying on my little love seat. And listen, I made some good red beans and rice. It was so good. I put some good sausage in it too. Child. It just blessed my soul. Okay. And then listen, this is why I can't be great. Y'all see this? This is a homemade strawberry cake. A homemade strawberry cake with homemade everything. Pray for me. Look how moist. I don't know if y'all could see that. How moist that is. Mm-hmm. Listen, I don't know how many people watched the Braxton Family Values, but remember when I don't know what episode that was. I think they went to the Bermuda Triangle or somewhere. Tony was performing, and Tracy, rest her soul, was on there talking about something about what was she saying? She said something like she was basically saying, I missed my chance. Y'all kind of left me. I would love to be on the stage with my sisters, dancing and whatever. Here comes Tamar. I don't want to be a do pop 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 chick. I can't with Tamar. I just want to travel and be in the audience and just, enjoy the show. She was my favorite until their show ended or whatever. Because she just always seemed like the underdog who wasn't really listened to. But now I realize what they were always saying. Tay Monster, just saying. Because how you get into it with everybody? Nobody, you have no, I don't understand it. And I feel like what Toni Braxton said, what did she say? If I wasn't kin to these people, we would not be friends. That's what Toni said. But anyway, back to Tamar. And she was complaining about how, Vince don't want to, release her album and this, that, and the third. And she was just kind of like something.com. Because you know how to say my .com. And then here come Vince. He was like, you know what it is? You know what it is? It's the truth.com. I was like, ooh, read, honey. Yeah, he read her. I was like, oh yeah, this gonna be this was season 1. Y'all see this? This is not right. Anyway, it's so moist. I put sour cream in the batter. It's so good. Anyway, so I got to give half of this to my neighbors because I'm not gonna make it on this sugar train. Okay, let me get back to what I came on here for. So according to let's see, TMZ. I'm gonna read you guys what it says. It says Kenya Moore not returning to Rhoa, which is Real Housewives of Atlanta, season 16, weighing legal options. They play too much. Just say she's fired and she pissed about it, so she going to go get her an attorney. Listen, I've been fired in my life. It is what it is. Everything ain't for everybody. But I remember right after COVID, well, COVID was still going on, but the countries were kind of loosening up with travel. That's the year we went to the Bahamas. It was everything. If you ever get to go to the Bahamas, stay at the Atlantis. It's got a whole water park. It's It has like, what did the Atlantis have? It has like a fine dining. It has like a casino, all kinds of shops, like fancy shops, and child, it was the best. We had so much fun, and we didn't even get to the water park. It's on this island called Paradise Island. It was everything. Anyways, um, we had that was the first time I had ever planned a trip and went on the trip within the same month. I was so tired of COVID. I was overworked, underpaid, working basically like 24 hours a day because lots of people were sick or they were scared to come to work. It was just a whole mess. But anyways, or their families were sick. It was a whole mess. We all remember COVID. And I was a program manager then. So it was just kind of like you won't call. And plus, the people that I worked with had in IDD. So you can't leave them. They have intellectual disability. So you can't leave them. So you got to go if somebody needs to go home or whatever. Anyway, I remember planning that trip and we was like deuces out of here. Okay. That's true. Like the water was so clear. Our resort was basically empty. So it was just like nobody on the beach. This one white lady came up to me and like ruined it. I was just like, yeah, the water. I've been out there in the water having a good old time because ain't nobody here but us and some other black lady who was over there minding her business. Here she comes talk about, yeah, the water's beautiful, it's clear. And yeah, I saw a stingray. Lady, I'm brown. We don't play like that. I'm so melanated. We don't play like that. So now I can't get in the water because you playing. Anyway, it's beautiful there. Um, why did I even mention going to the Bahamas? I don't know. Now that I think about it, I don't know why I mentioned COVID either. Lord, what was I reading? Oh, I was telling y'all about how I got terminated. So I remember right before I left, because we had got taken over by another company, like another company bought us out and we're not going to terminate anybody. Lies. But anyways, when I came back from the Bahamas, they was just like, how did you enjoy your vacation? I was like, listen, if I could have gotten in touch with Delta, we would have stayed 3 more days. I'm just being 100% clear with you. That's exactly what would have happened. Because, my husband tried to claim like he doesn't like luxury. Yes, he does. He just does that so he can try to like make me think it's gaslighting. Mm-hmm. It is because he likes luxury. He was like, if you would have told me, yeah, try to see if you can get in touch with Delta. But don't get me started. Everything's not in the budget until it is. Look, I got this new phone. My husband swear we on a budget. How I get this new phone? Yesterday. Meanwhile, I only want the phone because it has 3 cameras. I like pretty stuff. Whatever. So when I came back, they were like, after I told them, yes, I had a great vacation. I was talking to what was that lady name? I don't remember her name, but she was the regional manager, my supervisor, who was the area manager. And they basically was like, yeah, we're eliminating your role. So that's another word for you fired. This is the thing about being overworked and underpaid. Um, when you do get terminated, especially if you're one of those people like me who I could tell they wanted me gone because, like I said, they took over the company. I'm a large part of the payroll. So if we don't need her, she can go. You know what I mean? And I'm not gonna I have integrity, so I'm not gonna do some snake shit. I'm not writing people up for things they shouldn't be written up for just because you want me to. I'm like, look, I've been a frontline person before. I know what it feels like. So no, I'm not doing that. But anyways, they was like, yeah, we're going to what did they tell me? Eliminate your role. Listen, after that, let me go ahead and file unemployment. They didn't challenge it because they knew they was wrong. Because I didn't deserve that. But I was so happy. It was like a weight being lifted off you. Like, hallelujah. I don't have to be on call no more. Y'all have no idea how many times my husband's like, please get them people that laptop and their computer and their keys and give them all that stuff and leave it alone. Because it was so stressful. Because I'm like working in this environment and hoping that I don't bring something home because a lot of our people had COVID. in some of the homes I worked in because my staff couldn't work in it. And I was just praying to God I didn't get it and then bring it home to my husband and it was just it was a nightmare. But so that's how I know that this whole Kenya Moore is taking a pause. Child, I'm gonna need y'all to stop it. Knock it all the way off. Like I guess they think we dumb or something. I don't know what it is. Um, I wonder could I let's see. Nope. All right. Seems like I'm on two lives. So bizarre. But I'm not. Okay. Anyways. Um, so let me finish reading. It says Kenya Moore is officially putting down her peach for next season, at least because she ain't coming back to Real Housewives of Atlanta. This is TMZ, what they have on their website. And this could possibly turn ugly. Sources with direct knowledge tell TMZ Kenya Moore will not return as a cast member for the rest of production for the new season 16 after she was sidelined indefinitely for allegedly unveiling sexually explicit posters of newcomer Brittany Eady, seemingly performing sporal sex. Take the S and the P off. Now we're told Kenya has. Oh, they're saying now we're told that Kenya has not been fired from Rhoa. Listen, if y'all believe that, I have a whole island to sell y'all in the middle of Texas. Let's keep going. Instead, we're told both sides have agreed she's just gonna take a break from the show for now. Our sources say Bravo is keeping the door open for a future return. However, we're also told Kenya is considering legal options at this point because she's not happy with how this whole mess unfolded. Kenya, girl, you and Candy Birds, come to the front. How are you unhappy with how something unfolded that you started? You don't create the posters, you don't make the posters, you don't try to publicly humiliate this lady with what's a good word? Revenge storm. Alexa, stop. Take out the S and the T and add a P. You don't do that. You don't have to worry about your job. You don't have to worry about legal action, allegedly. You don't have to be allegedly suing people for showing some ish. You showed somebody else, like a whole group of people, allegedly. Kenya, the reason I know you're lying, the reason I know, God, listen, God bless all the people who don't believe this could be something that Kenya could possibly do. But this is the thing. If you didn't do it, just show us the proof. Just show us the posters. Release them. I'll wait. Release the posters. If it isn't revenge storm, then you have an argument. And then you can shut down people like me who don't believe one iota of your story that this isn't that. If you show us the posters of the non-revenge P, then I'll take it all back. I don't have no problem. Listen, I don't have a problem with humility. I might have a little bit of an ego problem, but that's just because I'm a Leo. That's how I'm born. So you're just not gonna try me like that. Just saying. But you get what I'm saying. It's like, girl, You got all this smoke for this new lady, Miss Edie, whoever she is. And I don't know her, so I'm not over here defending this lady's honor, but I will defend what's right. And based on what the streets are saying, this ain't right. And you listen, your employer could get rid of you for whatever reason they want to get rid of you. But don't, why are you making it easy? You over here yelling at Tanya, talk about trying to out her because she bringing a cookie lady, talk about her husband or her, what was he? Her fiance is cheating on her. About the whole cookie lady. Because you said doing whatever Kenya did was just showing that you wear a wig that everybody know you wear. So that's so egregious. All right. Where's your smoke for Mark? You crying about what this man did. He took his time to humiliate you for a whole season. Where are his posters? Is it just me? Because I feel like he was the most egregious to you. He made you look like a complete weak idiot. And you act like you the strongest in the room. What did you say? I love to look, because Thing was like, you look pretty. She looks like, yeah, I love to look pretty, extra pretty when I'm about to read a bitch. Why not read him? He's the worthy opponent. She just said you had a wig. He complained about everything you did. He wouldn't come on your vacation for your anniversary. He won't let you bring um, a babysitter, nanny, whatever you want to call it, so y'all can have quality time. Because he does not listen. Come to the front. If a man is treating you like he doesn't give a shit, he doesn't give a shit. He literally doesn't give a shit. Period. No exceptions. People treat you exactly how they feel about you. You can make up in your mind some other fantasy if you want to, but trust their actions. Just saying. That's why I trust Kenya's actions. That's why I can't understand how these people on there are talking about, no, I can't believe it wasn't her. She wouldn't do that. She's too smart. Smart people do all kinds of dumb shit all the time. Aren't all the ladies on Married to Medicine supposedly smart? Except Toya. No shade to Toya. Aren't they all allegedly smart? They steady doing dumb shit. Doctor, what's her name? Oh God, I can't even remember her name. Not Dr. Heavenly. Dr. Jackie running around with Dr. Heavenly on her whole life talking about Black women need to stop exaggerating their pain and trying to get off work and yada yada yada. This is all Black women, girls. Stop. That's dumb shit. But according to, I guess, whatever medical board, she's smart. Y'all already know what I say. What smart means. It means that you have the ability to retain information and recall it later. Period. Her having an MD means she could recall the information later. Yes, you have to have some sort of problem solving, and comprehension to go along with that. But you knew how to pass a test. And how do we know she passed it the first time? Because with the dumb itch that came out of her mouth, I'm like, I'm not sure. Do we need to get them retested? Stop me when I'm lying about something. Dr. Jackie, how many times did you take the test, sis? Dr. Heavenly constantly saying some dumb shit. But see, this is the dumb shit that we want to kick Quad off the island because Quad don't want to spend time with us after work. And Quad ain't our friend. She don't act like she our friend. She don't do this, that, and the third. She's not a real friend. Well, if you decided she ain't your friend, why are you mad that she's not acting like your friend? She don't want to hang out with you. She already done told you she ain't your friend. Or at least whatever your friendship standard is, she's not meeting it. She's not living up to it. So why are you surprised when she continues to do that? Why do you want to be friends with someone who you say ain't a friend? Dumb shit. See what I'm saying? Dr. Simone sitting over there wanting to basically say, I'm such a good friend that when your niece or nephew, I forget which one, was unalived at their home, in Quad's home, in a pool. There was a child. Where is your girl? What did Candy say? The line keeps moving with Dr. Jackie and Dr. Simone, who are supposed to be the most, I guess, elite on the show. There is no line with them two. Again, you're not smart. These people are not given smarter than the fifth grader. So this idea that because Kenya, oh, she's so smart and she's so pretty and whatever else. No, she's dumb. You could be smart and make the dumbest decisions. One of them is marrying Mark. He wouldn't even let your daddy come to the wedding. How's that smart? He wants you to move to New York when your whole life is in Atlanta. And according to whatever I was reading earlier, Kenya was making what, $90,000 a month. I could promise you that ain't what Mark making. And the cost of living in Atlanta is way different than the cost of living in New York. And I'm not saying he needs to give up his life and whatever else. She can go live in New York with him probably 8 months out of the year and then come back to Atlanta, do your show, whatever. But it makes better sense. Mark fumbled the bag. They say Kenya fumbled it. No, Mark fumbled it. Mark fumbled the bag big time because she's pretty. She's successful. Well, she is. Listen, she had your child, but she is a snake. So maybe that's what counted her out. I don't know. But it just seemed like that was dumb, in my opinion. But he don't have no posters. Now, how would you feel, Kenya? Come back to the front, you and Candy. How would you feel if someone on the cast or not decided to go find whatever those threesome pictures that Candy allegedly has out there that she said, yeah, we didn't have fun. We like to have fun. And then posted them and invited your children there. Or show them to you, send them to your children. Just put them in the public. You all like, well, that's part for the course. Why y'all all of a sudden so mad? Would you be all of a sudden so mad? You seem like you was really mad at Phaedra. And I supported that. I was like, hell yeah, go and get Phaedra off. She needs to go. She can go. And it's just like, I can't with Candy. And I actually liked Candy. But let's listen to what she said if I can find it again on my phone. What did Candy say? Do I even have it on here? What did I do with it? Where is it? I guess God don't want me to play it again. God said, nope. Nope. Mm-mm. No, I think this is it. Years she's been on music and I don't miss it so much now. And realistically, I do see stuff and I'm like, why they doing that? Like, I don't like the fact that they suspended Kenya. Yeah. Why you don't? People's like, she shouldn't have shown that. But it's the housewives. Like, how many times we done did something that you think somebody shouldn't do? So who made the rules? The federal government. That's who made the rules, Candy. Burris, Tucker. But yeah, you cool with it? If they send over your, private moments over to Riley, she's an adult. Or when Brooklyn grows up to try to embarrass you, humiliate you, you're not cool with it. And I know you're not. Kenya been waiting on this beautiful child her whole life, and now she's here, and you still doing fuck shit. Why? You supposed to be setting an example for this little girl, beautiful little girl, and you know better. Why are you doing that? Makes no sense. None. So I don't get it. But it's cool because it's housewives. Like, girl, knock it out. Knock it off. Fuck out of here with the nonsense. Um, they go on and say, in case you're unfamiliar with the drama, it started with Brittany Eady allegedly threatening Kenya. I don't believe that during filming. Show us. I want to see that. And if she did, then I'll take it back. With Brittany allegedly using the pew pew in a convo about Kenya. Now, Brittany Eady came out and said that that's false. During one of their feuds, I want to see their feuds, honestly. Not that I like to see people feuding, but I would love to know what is the reason that Kenya felt like this is whatever they talked about, whatever they got into it about. It was so egregious that it warranted this. And if it does warrant it, I'm still not putting myself in jeopardy and my whole life and livelihood over this woman that I met 15 seconds ago. Just saying. So it says sources close to production tell TMZ the claim Brittany threatened to use a pow pow was in fact investigated, but we're told it was never substantiated by the network. Well, we know we can't trust Bravo anyway. Anybody trust Bravo? Raise your hand if you trust Bravo. Bravo investigating. Where's their investigation into Garcelle Bouvet's son being harassed and terrorized on the internet, on social media? Where's the investigation, Andy? Because they don't investigate ish. So stop it. So I don't believe that at all. But I can't say whether or not this Brittany Eady lady did anything or didn't do anything. Because even Kenya hasn't said, yeah, she did this to me. Unless I'm wrong. Y'all put it in the chat and let me know. But I haven't heard that. So Kenya allegedly is saying that she didn't use the word termination, but them parting ways, in other words, them firing her. It says she's stating safety concerns. Safety concerns. That's what we're going with, Kenya. That's the lie of the week. That's the lie. All right. Make it make sense. What safety concerns, Kenya? And who created the safety concern? You just unsafe for no reason? Girl, stop it. It sounds very adjacent to Giselle Bryant. So you went on national TV and lied about Chris Bassett and Candace Dillard Bassett's whole marriage and what he's done allegedly to make you feel uncomfortable. I ain't saying she can't feel uncomfortable. I'm not saying she couldn't have felt uncomfortable or that she wasn't uncomfortable, because I do believe that she did feel a way, but it ain't nothing that he did. She realized, in my opinion, oh, I don't want to be in this room with this man. I don't know what it looks like. I don't like the way it looks. It makes me uncomfortable. Then I can roll with that. But she sat on Karen's couch and Karen said, well, did he touch you? No. Well, did he say something to you? No. Well, what happened? Did he? Well, I asked him to leave, and could he go ask if they're ready for me? And what did he do? He immediately left. So what exactly has this man done to you? And I'm an advocate. I always believe victims, and I'm so happy that all of the stuff that she tried to accuse him of and Ashley bringing all those other girls and all the liars onto the show and the lady they call the Cookie Monster and all that. I'm glad it was revealed that on tape that what was being said about this man was just a whole lie. Because without that video, I would have been like, well, I believe her. Just because I've met so many victims, and it's difficult to say. Anyway, being a victim is difficult to prove because anybody can say, well, it was consensual. She invited me in there, right? And it could be believable. Anyways, but it sounds and feels like this past season of Potomac, when they're having that conversation around the pool setting, and Giselle's like, for the safety of my kids, and what? Who's after your kids? If you're talking about the mental anguish that your children are probably suffering, it comes from you. Now, I'm not saying there aren't mean, ugly, savage people on the internet that probably terrorizing Giselle still today. I ain't saying that. All I'm saying is, and only those people are responsible for that type of terrorization, in my opinion, or terrorism. But, however, would they even have anything to really regarding that particular season, this past season or the season before? Would they have any ammo about what happened if you wouldn't have sat on TV and completely lied? Some people are gonna just attack you just because within an inch of your life, just because the sky's blue, so let's terrorize it. So I get that part, but you poured a whole, listen, 3 gallons of gasoline on a non-fire to get ish popping, and it was all a lie. And then now everybody's like, Giselle's a liar. And what child wants millions of people to be coming under their mama comments or on social media talk about how your mom's a liar? That song by Shakira and Beyonce comes to mind. Beautiful Liar. Remember that? That's Giselle. People, just because she's pretty, because she's beautiful, she can't possibly be lying. She's a celebrity, so she can't possibly be lying. Everybody trying to set her up. No, she set herself up, sis. Right? You set yourself up, Kenya. Don't be trying to go behind this. Oh, I feel unsafe. Give us more. Give us more of an explanation for why you say you feel unsafe. Because we know you have a pow pow. I remember that video of you coming outside, and people coming up your driveway with your pow pow in hand, like get off my property. So we know you body. No, is it just me? Child, get out of here with that nonsense. Um, it's I just feel like her talking about safety, if that's actually true, feels like you trying to gaslight the audience. Is it just me? Or does it feel like she's trying to gaslight us? I feel gaslit. No, I don't. Because I'm an intelligent person. So I don't. I feel like I need you to stop with the BS. Child. Girl. Anyway. And Candy Burgers, come back to the front. Why are you co-signing on this BS? Why? Why, Candy? Why are you co-signing on this BS? Explain to me why you're co-signing, Candy. Why? For what reason? What benefit do you get from that? I'm not mad at you for holding your friend down, your husband down, your mama down, your children. I get it. But Kenya, in my opinion, was really only holding you down when she was over there talking about Phaedra and Portia and whatever, because she wanted them off the show. Y'all had a mutual enemy or mutual enemies. And I wouldn't say that Candy considered Phaedra an enemy or Portia an enemy until all of this happened. And then she was just like, oh, okay, got it. But Kenya was like, hallelujah. Because now she don't have to fight them by herself. Because for Kenya, Phaedra was a formidable opponent. Phaedra's the biggest liar, but she was a formidable opponent. She just was. We could believe that she wanted Apollo. Who doesn't think Apollo is hot? He's hot all day long. Can't get ugly nowhere on that man. It just is what it is. It's just a fact. He's hot. But he's also a convict. But King's like, Apollo is fine. So of course when he picks her up and throws her in the pool and blah 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 blah. And then she asks Phaedra, uh, if you could give Apollo a birthday gift or a present or something like that, and it could be a threesome, which one of your friends would you choose? Of course, if I'm Phaedra, yeah, you want to fuck my man. It just is what it is. You can say whatever you want after that. but you've already proven in the court of Nick, if in the court of Chanel, in the Chanel's reality, then yeah, you want to get down for the get down. Candy Burris. So if you and Kenya were not friends and she did this to you, you cool with it? You using the same rules? Who makes the rules? That's gonna be your same response? It's not. So stop it. Knock it all the way off, girl. Stop it. I want you to stop right now with the fuckery. When the foolishness, stop it. It's gaslighting. And that's why you was trending for 2 days. Because you lying. You don't believe that. Either you was lying then or you lying now. But you need to pick a lane. Pick a lane. You look like the biggest hypocrite. And I'm always Team Candy because I'm always like, she over here trying to elevate. And she's stuck in between. Her mama say he's her husband is a whole, what she call him? Opportunist, and trying to be there for her family, trying to be a boss and open restaurants. And I get it. You want to have, what did she say? She want to get a EGOT, an Emmy, a Grammy, Oscar, and a Tony. Wrong road for that. Wrong road. That's what your friend Portia said. You can't say stuff like that. You can say, listen, I wouldn't have done it, but I feel bad for my friend. That's not saying you think she's right or you think she's wrong. You're just simply saying you feel bad for her. And that's not something you would have done. That's still saying I support Kenya. That's not saying I support what she did. I don't understand. Where are y'all's, what do you call those people? Olivia Popes of the world. Where's your fixer? Where is your attorneys that can say this is what you should say? Otherwise, you're gonna be in hot water, or shut the hell up. But I feel like she had to say something, and it was like word vomit. It just came on out how she really feels, and it's just, I'm sure she wishes she could take it back. And then listen, Kenya, call Bethany Frankel. She's another one. Bethany's smart though. If you want to see who's smart, that's her. Bethany, to me, had a very Candy-esque type of housewives journey, right? I want to find love. I want to build a business. I have a tumultuous, family life. But with Bethany, she didn't really have family like that. And she was always crying about something. But Bethany was very smart and connected. Candy was very connected, but in a different way. Okay. They both became, well, I don't think anyone really knew who Bethany was until she came on Housewives, right? I think Bethany would even say that. She was the poorest one. Candy was the opposite. She was not the poorest one. She probably was the richest one, right? But their journeys were similar, in my opinion, which is I'm going to take what I have and I'm going, what did Candy say? I'll turn a shade tree into a money tree. She was right. And that's what she did every single season. Every season. Bethany too. And she took those rotten apples and recreated her brand and was sitting pretty, just like Bethany. So when Bethany left, she left on her own. And she set herself up to come back and be able to have all the cards in her hands. I would say on some level, Candy probably does. But I feel like if that was really true, if it was 100% true, then Bravo would have never let her go. Because I can promise you, they didn't want Bethany to go. Not at all. I think they didn't really care one way or another because Candy was making so much money anyways, part of their salary. So they probably didn't care as much, in my opinion, because I don't know why they didn't send her a contract first. She's the person, in my opinion, she's the longest running housewife in history on Bravo. So why she shouldn't be the first person to get a contract? Y'all never fired her. And Nene's the GOAT, but she still got fired. So I don't understand why Candy didn't get I have my theory of why Candy didn't get her peach or her contract, which is really, they wanted Portia. Because 5 seconds after Candy announced that she wasn't coming back at the Grammys, I believe, Now Portia suddenly has a contract. Just saying. And by the way, what we gonna do with Portia since Simon say no? You can't film in the house or the car or nothing that has my name attached to it. Bravo, come to the front. What are y'all gonna do? Y'all must really feel like, and I'm not shading the newbies in any way, because I hope that they make it. I really do want to give them a fair shot. You got to get people, they have to, whatever their storylines are, has to be so impactful that people want to see them again. Because all they're going to do, I can promise you, if it isn't like that, it's going to talk for the whole season about how they hate Bravo and how they hate what they've done and why did they get rid of King and she was a star and that's what's going to happen. And I know y'all already know that. Even though I don't think they really wanted Kenya to return. Because Kenya could be very venomous. Just saying. Okay, let's talk really quickly because I need to go to sleep for real about the other news, which is Kenya's divorce. So ET is my source here. Is stating Kenya Moore's divorce settlement details are revealed. So it says here Kenya Moore filed for divorce from restaurateur Marc Daly in 2021 after 4 years of marriage. They share a daughter, Brooklyn. The daughter is so cute, by the way. It says, as first reported by In Touch Weekly. Oh, In Touch Weekly reported it first. The Real Housewives of Atlanta star was granted primary custody of her 5-year-old daughter, Brooklyn, whom she shares with ex-husband Marc Daly. The outlet, citing court documents, reported that former couple agreed to share joint legal custody. She had previously requested sole physical and legal custody. As a part of the settlement, Daly will fork over $2,000 per month in child support and an additional $1,000 per month to fund Brooklyn's college savings account. Why does Brooklyn need a college savings account when her mom allegedly makes $90,000 a month? I ain't saying he shouldn't pay. I believe he should, but I'm saying I don't understand. 1 month worth, just half of 1 month is enough for her college fund to start. Just saying. And if she's been working for Bravo for what, at least 8 to 10 years, something like that, she should have that easily. Especially since Brooklyn is like, what, 5 now? Anyways. So neither will receive alimony or spousal support. I don't know why either of them would even ask for alimony or spousal support. They were never, in my opinion, they were never really together. From what the TV showed. While Moore and Daly will share joint legal custody, the judge granted the reality TV star final decision-making authority. Okay, so if anything happens with Brooklyn, it has to come through Kenya when it comes to any and all economic opportunities for the minor child. So that to me is saying when Kenya is deciding to be on Bravo or any other reality show and Brooklyn's going to be involved, he doesn't have say, because that would, Mark to me is a classic narcissist. So I think him having any type of say about where Brooklyn, where she can and can't be, where she can and can't be a part of, would just ultimately allow him to have power and control, which someone like a narcissist, they thrive on power and control over others. And so all it would be is a big manipulation all the time. Nope, she can't be on Real Housewives. Oh, yep, she can. You know, that type of thing, and probably making Kenya grovel for it, like beg for it. You know, kind of like how he treated her on that episode where they were having that big something for black. What was it? Black Men Lab or Lab for Black Men, something like that. They were doing to raise money and educate some of the public in Atlanta about that. I think it's a nonprofit. He just was dismissive of her the whole time, embarrassing her the whole time. Like, for why? But so, of course, you don't want someone like that to have power and control over whether or not your daughter can film, because this is the thing. Without Brooklyn, how is she showing her family life? I guess she could go get her auntie, but we haven't seen her auntie in a while. Remember the auntie that was a attorney? Her mom's sister? She had the gold hair, I think, or the blonde hair. It was real short. And she would always be over there telling King right from wrong. Kenya, how your grandma? I mean, how is your auntie still telling you right from wrong, and you a whole grown ass woman at the time in your 40s? Why were you still needing her to tell you right from wrong? I'm not saying she can't advise you or give you a little bit of guidance on something, but some of the stuff that she was needing to tell you is like, girl, stop making excuses for things that you're doing. I want to know what her auntie thinks about this. What y'all think? What y'all think her auntie think? She probably over there shaking her head. Bravo. Listen, y'all can bring back Eva. Eva gonna read y'all down. She gonna read the girls down. Is she still getting a divorce? That was one of the divorces. I was like, yo, are y'all serious? I was so sad about that because I'm like, he had to have cheated. I feel like with someone like Eva who felt like it was a whole miracle that she found him and after she dealt with the what she called the donor crazy antics, I think she felt like so safe with him. And then what they had 2 kids together, I don't think she ever saw whatever happened coming. So to me, it had to be either she found out he was gay. No shade to gay people. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just simply saying your man ain't who he said he was in terms of that. In his sexuality, I do think that could be a deal breaker. Or B, he had a baby somewhere, which we haven't heard about that. So we're going to scratch out B unless they paid somebody off. Or C, he was cheating, which then that brings B maybe back to life as a possibility. It just seems so sudden, like all of a sudden, like we didn't hear any rumblings or, none of that. So it just, even probably one of those people that's like scorched the earth. You did something, you're dead to me. But you can bring Eva back. You need someone like Cynthia. I think bring her back just because Cynthia is more of a balance with all the drama. She's like more of like even kill. We know Nene's never coming back. I wouldn't even be mad if y'all brought Kim Zolciak. We just know she's not gonna participate in anything. So force her to participate. If you don't participate, Kim, you're not getting this check. And we know she need one. I don't know. Who else y'all think? But that's it. That's all. I'm going to bed, y'all. Y'all have a good night. Leave please like the video. Subscribe because like I said on my little thing here, my birthday is in August. I'm a whole Leo. And I would really love it if I could get to 1,000 subscribers by then. Y'all could support my channel by hitting the like button. I would really appreciate it. If y'all could also support my channel by hitting subscribe when you see the video, I also would appreciate it. Until next time, thank you guys for joining me on another episode of Chanel's Reality. Talk to you later. Bye, guys.